Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. I announce with great jubilation that Bitboy has been defeated and destroyed. So, he did actually suggest that he would drop the lawsuit. Now, Atosi's lawyer has not confirmed that the lawsuit has actually been dropped. But Bitboy essentially has dropped the lawsuit because he said he found out that Atosi has now raised enough to cover legal costs, which generally means that this was one of those lawsuits where he just hoped that the other guy couldn't defend himself. And obviously, lawsuits are very, very expensive. So that is a strategy that a lot of bigger guys and companies actually go with. So essentially, uh, Armstrong, which is Bitboy, officially filed the lawsuit against Mejoshil Jr. on August 12th in response to a 2021 video entitled This YouTuber Scams Its Fans, Bitboy Crypto, that's his video, not mine obviously, which alleged that Armstrong was dishonestly promoting dubious assets to his audience such as PAMP for his own gain. Now, I think Bitboy has said he discloses everything beforehand. I'm not really sure if he does or not. I haven't really checked, so I'm not going to comment on that. Basically, in the live stream this morning, he said he was going to drop the lawsuit after the Atosi managed to raise more than $200,000 for his defense, which means he could easily cover legal fees. So the tactic of bullying him out because he couldn't cover legal fees would not actually work. The crypto YouTuber Bitboy outlined that he initially filed the complaint with the aim to get Atosi to take the video down and suggested he didn't actually want to go through with the court proceedings. However, Armstrong explained that as Atosi now has enough to cover legal costs. So the basic strategy was like he doesn't actually have enough to cover his legal costs. The basic strategy was like the other guy couldn't cover his legal costs, so he would have to comply and take the video down and maybe pay some damages. But now that he has enough for Atosi to cover legal costs, and with prominent crypto podcasters such as Kobe donating $100,000 to the cause, the dispute has gone further than initially intended, which means like he would actually have to fight the lawsuit, which means it would have to go into discovery, which means like they would actually have to investigate Bitboy's activities probably to actually prove or disprove the lawsuit. So he's actually pulled it. So he's like, so we are going to drop the lawsuit 100%, and I'm sorry this became public. Now, I'm not really sure what was going through his Bitboy's head. Like, did he really not think Atosi would make this public? Because if Atosi actually thought he was on the right side, and the evidence I think against Bitboy is actually on his own channel because he was actually paid to promote PAMP. I'm pretty sure he actually was. So like realistically, if they fought it out in court, there was really no way he was going to win. So like he said, it wasn't a slapstick lawsuit, but to me, it is a slapstick lawsuit. If you are actually if your strategy is to depend on the other guy essentially not being able to pay his legal fees, then to me that is a slapstick lawsuit. That's basically a lawsuit that you never really intended to fight, which generally means that you never really intended to win the lawsuit if it came down to fight, but you never thought the other guy would fight. And once the other guy, you saw that the other guy actually had the resources to fight the lawsuit, you pulled it, which means that generally to me in those kind of situations, it means the original lawsuit really didn't have very much merit. So to me, he says it wasn't a slapstick lawsuit, but it kind of is a slap lawsuit. And there are states with anti-slap laws. Now, if I was Atosi, I might actually be tempted to countersue Bitboy for emotional distress for even serving me a lawsuit. And because like if you actually did that, they might actually have to go to discovery with Bitboy, and he would actually have to pay the real price. Because YouTube and everything would actually have to investigate his actions. But obviously, like I might just be like Atosi and drop the whole thing because I don't really want to deal with it as well. So like Atosi actually did imply that Bitboy could actually be in trouble with the SEC. I don't really know how long it is before the SEC will actually investigate potential crypto YouTubers. But just because Bitboy actually made this public, I think it became more likely. So he basically was defeated in the lawsuit because he's pulling it, and he actually might be destroyed by the SEC later because now I think Gary Gensler and the SEC might be more aware of this because it kind of got blown up on social media. So Atosi's video is still up and has almost 190,000 views. They raised almost $200,000 in 24 hours. So obviously, like for those of you crypto influencers who are thinking about suing other crypto influencers, let this be a lesson to you because the allegations they're making against you are in the least bit true. You will not win the lawsuit against them because there will definitely be funding against them. Of course, it hasn't completely been resolved because Atozi is still waiting for his lawyer that the complaint has been dismissed with prejudice. With prejudice means that he can't bring it up again. So basically, like, with prejudice just means like it is entirely and ultimately destroyed. So that is the story right now. Bitboy has been defeated, and he actually might be destroyed later because he actually brought attention to his own, to the stuff that he was actually doing. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.